Well, we're doing a race with 3 different electric machines. I'm in the Formula E car,
the Harley Davidson Livewire
versus my electric drone.
We're on 3 different tracks, which is going to be interesting. I'm going around the main Goodwood Circuit. The bike's going off on the Gymkhana track, and the drone's got its own inflatable aerodrome. So it's going to be interesting.
It's very tight. We've got some tight barrel turns.
And then you're going to go right to left. So you go right turn in.
Yep.
There's a drain to think about there.
Draining a bit of dust.
Draining a little bit of dust. And then the exit is off down there.
That one. We've got short, sharp straights, which is perfect for this bike. It's got really good acceleration off the bottom.
But this, I would imagine this is pinned all the way down to the braking point that's maybe 250 metres away.
And then we've got some narrow tarmac roads in through trees.
Yeah, how much of that can you take? To be fair, there is
concrete shed there.
Yeah,
that's
but
all right.
It's right off the back of the hedge, so you can take a bit of that.
And then back on, hopefully getting out onto the chicane ahead of the Formula E car with a bit of that.
For me, I think I can win this race off the line. However, once I get onto my track, it's much more tricky with the corners and everything, and that's where the car's going to be speeding along really fast through the corners. So that's where I'm going to lose out on time. However, we'll see how it goes, and it will be down for final straight, I think.
I should be quicker in the corners because I've got 4 wheels as opposed to 2. The bike, I think, will accelerate perhaps a bit quicker because the Formula E car is a lot heavier. And power to weight wise, I think the bike's going to be quicker. The drone's got the best power to weight. He's got about 2,000 horsepower, so he should be flying off in the distance.
The main strength of the drone is its acceleration, as well as the maneuverability. You can stop on a dime, you can accelerate at incredible speeds. However, we put a bigger battery on to make sure we reach the flight time, which is a bit of a downside, especially on a long track like this.
This race is absolutely, it's going to be won and lost on the tight stuff for the bike. The car's got a big, fast open track. It can really get into its legs, can use its aero packages, can use its performance through the turns. For the Harley, it's a lot more technical. We've got much tighter space, so I can't actually get into the power lot. So it's going to be won and lost on those tight technical turns around the barrels for sure.
So Karun Chandok will be driving the Envision Virgin Racing Formula E car. It'll be Chris Northover in the Harley Davidson Livewire, and 5-time world champion Luke Bannister will be piloting the X-Blades DCL racing drone. These 3 electric machines at the top of their fields are going to go head-to-head for the first time ever. The Formula E car will race the 3.83-kilometre Goodwood Circuit, a high-speed track that will make the most of the single-seaters, 280 kilometres an hour top speed. The Harley Davidson Livewire is the only street legal machine on the grid and will be racing a special tight technical 1.42-kilometre street course. And the X-Blades DCL racing drone will take on its own custom 3-kilometre track, consisting of a technical course of gates and markers on the Goodwood airfield. They're lined up on the grid, and off we go! Loads of tyre smoke from Karun Chandok in the Envision Virgin racing car, but look at the X-Blades drone, it's just disappearing up the straight. The Harley Davidson Livewire is making its way onto its own tight, twisting street course. No clutch or gears on the electric motorbike, so the rider can focus on getting things right in the corners. Early stages now, but you can see that World Championship winning X-Blades racing drone is just so manoeuvrable, and with a power to weight ratio of around 2,000 horsepower per tonne, it's just ridiculously quick. Onto the middle part of the course, and no clear favourite. The bike making its way through the loops as the drone negotiates another set of gates, and the Envision Virgin racing car is putting that 280 km/h top speed to use on the track. The X-Blades drone is really pushing the limit of its lightweight battery setup, but the Harley Davidson could run this course over 100 times on a single charge, recharge in less than an hour, and do it all over again. Coming into the final few corners now, and it's looking close. With so much power between these 3 machines, you can't count any of them out. Karun Chandok coming through the final few corners, and it's Chandok across the line first, closely followed by the Harley Davidson Livewire and the X-Blades racing drone. But it's Karun Chandok in the Envision Virgin racing car that comes out on top in this unique all-electric showdown.
I think when it came towards me at the finish, he was like that. He took off.
Were you meant to be pivoting like that? When I came out of the chicane, I saw you coming ashore, and then it sort of went up.
Yeah, that's because as I was coming through, I moved across to the side, then went up a little bit to make sure we get good clearance.
Okay. I was a bit like, I'm not sure, I hope he's in control of this. Cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right.
I won on the drag race though.
Yeah, you probably did, yeah.
Honestly, I've not had a lot of miles on that bike, so to jump on it and attack a tight technical course with totally different gravel and grip and bits of mud and leaf and tyre marks everywhere, and I just felt totally at home in it straight away. And I think that's probably the biggest praise you can give to an electric vehicle, is that you can jump off petrol bikes for your whole life, jump on that, and it feels like a motorcycle. It feels fun, it feels fast, and it goes where you want it to go. It's awesome.
It's a great thing to be able to showcase the drone technology against the other electric vehicles. Yeah, the race was great. The drone won on the first sprint of the track.
It was good. I managed to get a bit of temperature on the brakes, luckily, before I got to the start, which on a cold day like this is quite useful. You know, for me it was pretty straightforward. The car, it was fun to drive the Formula E car after 6 years or 5 years now since I last raced it. It's moved on obviously with the Gen 2. And Goodwood's a great circuit with high speed to try and enjoy it. I was just sort of driving around on my own, hoping I would win, and lo and behold, I did.